Burn them bow down, Michael Dillon hate drama, but the bow wow.
Let's get ready to rumble. You know,
That's really going to be our open?
That's trademarked.
Is that oh fuck? So just
Okay.
just be like, let's get ready to beep.
Yeah.
So welcome back to another episode of Mike and Dylan Hate Drama, where we give life advice, we read viewer submissions, and overall we just make you question why the fuck you listen to this podcast.
Every day. Every time you listen.
I'm your co-host, Mike.
And I'm the other co-host, Dylan.
And together we make a human centipede with consent.
Dibs on the front.
A consensual human centipede.
Do we have all this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. So we have some viewer submissions, and then we have next episode is going to be about a woman I never heard before. A viewer wants us to, we're going to read their submission and then go over, who she is. And
wait, do we have the viewer submissions?
Yeah, it's over there.
Why are they over there?
So I didn't put it in with this stuff.
No, that is here. Where are the other viewer submissions?
This was it.
No, that's me. Those are the things off of the True Off My Chest Reddit. Are those the viewer submissions?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes, it is. So we actually don't need those right now. So this is all for
Two daddies.
Two daddies. Look at this. We're organized, guys. When you watch this podcast that I don't know why the fuck y'all watch this, man.
Listen.
I don't know. I just don't listen to really. I like to have a visual thing.
Yeah, all podcasts. 75% of people are listeners, not watchers.
I think so. The podcast I listen to is, I think his name's like Covert Blue or something like that. He's a Magic the Gathering podcaster. And then, really, that's it. And then I just watch a bunch of documentaries.
I listen to a lot, but it's usually for long drives and things like that is when I listen to them most.
Nice. So we're going to get into the first. Man, well, this is a start to a riveting episode. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. This morning, Michael done something that he doesn't normally do. So that's why I'm just kind of slow starting this episode. I woke up and I tell Dylan, I'm like, oh yeah, I just woke up. Give me like 30 minutes. I'll be on the way. And I just fell back asleep. Like a fucking 50-year-old person. Like I didn't know that I was going back to sleep. I started watching videos and then I woke up at 10. And I was like, what just happened? I stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning last night. I should not have done that.
Shouldn't have done that. He just a boy.
But Dylan did it yesterday. So we just kind of traded. We were just like, you know what? Let's stay up, watch. Well, you were watching Breaking Bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I love Breaking Bad.
I've only watched it through the one time, so I'm
going to get into it and fucking...
I'm on season 2, episode 4 now.
All right, so we're going to start the submission, guys. I do want to announce that for the people who have come from the Felonious Falafel content, thank you, okay? I love you, and you are beautiful. We now have Felonious Falafel merch at laborllama.com. So, and if you use code MADHD, you get 10% off of it. And this actually is this is a lot better plug right now than tomorrow's episode of Two Daddies Judging Baddies, because they literally tried to get us canceled. We got viewer submitted stories. And
they weren't their stories, but yeah, they recommended some.
Right, they recommended us reading these Reddit stories, and my God, all right. Fuck us.
Canceled.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into what they're about. Very touchy subjects.
Dark.
And did me and Dylan handle it well? We did not. But look.
And even took a little twist at the end to get us even double canceled.
Yeah, to get we got double canceled to tomorrow's episode. So it was nice having a platform. We're just going to get into some submissions right now. All right, so this one says, the browser debacle. Hey, Mike and Dylan, love the show. I love when people just start with that.
Yeah.
It's me. G-cut again. Situation. I was about 24 and I just got a PS4 and I'm hanging out with my buddy Joseph, and it's the first time me and him and his fiancé are hanging out, and we are talking about how we watch anime, and I was telling them about Crunchyroll as I'm going to pull it up on the browser on the PS4, and I realized as I opened the browser that I did not close my previous browser, mind you. So I bet some anime is about to pop up, but it's going to be a different kind. Young, 24-year-old male that was single at that time, if you catch my drift. Almost 2 months later, my nickname was GPH, which stood for Gary Pornhub. Nice. That is look, what did I ask for? What was the prompt on that one?
Nothing.
Guys, look, I love when people just, that's what I'm saying too. You don't even have to have advice. Just tell us a fucking story. We'll read your story on here. For, not the next episode, because it does take a minute for the submissions to come in. The episodes are 2 days apart, so we ain't got a lot of time, in between episodes. But I want to know an embarrassing moment that happened to you. The more embarrassing, the better. All right.
The only time I ever had a porn situation was when back in the day you have like LimeWire and you download porn, and I had some skate videos and snowboarding videos on like a mini DVD, because they had those back in the day, like just a tiny little, I think it was actually a video CD. And the only way you could play those was with like the cheapest Walmart, like $20 DVD player, back when the DVD players went from like hundreds of dollars down to like $20 for Black Friday and all that. And so I had turned on one of those in my bedroom. And then when I woke up, my mom was like super pissed at me. And I was like, why are you mad? And she's like, what you were watching? I was like, there was skateboarding and snowboarding videos. I forgot that at the end, I had put a porno video at the very end, like last chapter of the video CD. And so she walked in and found I was sleeping. So she didn't walk in on me doing anything, but she walked in and and then was super mad at me.
Porn back then, I don't know. I've seen a couple like old VHSs of porn, and it was just like, it's sex. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe some positions weren't, what you would typically do in a bedroom, but it was not like today's porn.
Oh, there was some crazy stuff. My buddy, his dad had porn, and so like he would, I don't know whether he like gave it to him. I mean, my buddy's like 15. I don't know whether he gave it to him or he stole it or whatever, but like, I mean, some of those videos, they were like eating ass and all that stuff, and I was like, I would never do that. And then,
and then you see a big old ass and you're like, I get it. I would like to lick your butthole, ma'am. Hello, m'lady. How would you like to have that little brown winkly ring on your buttocks wicked a little bit? Listen, I love eating ass. God bless America. But you see, I'm fat. There's not a lot of things I won't eat. Ass definitely ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? So this title says the worst thing a relative has done, which was our prompt.
That's one of the ones you've asked
like
for.
2 episodes ago. So, hey, Mike and Dylan. First, I want to say that I submitted one about the guy who sent me snaps of his face. Oh, yeah, the
loser.
Serial killer.
No, the guy that just had multiple, like he works on the road or goes home. And so he was basically kind of like leading her on.
That's what I'm saying. He was a serial killer. He was the one that was like, she wanted to be with him, but he didn't want to do it. And then he would just keep sending her pictures of his face and shit like that.
Yeah. Instead of like actually communicating.
Yes. Serial killer. That's serial killer tactics right there.
No, that was just a guy having multiple girls in different locations. Right.
He was just like, I just got to send a picture to this one to make sure she knows I'm thinking about her. Well, I stopped talking to him. He's just a little bitch and doesn't know what he wants. So anyways, y'all wanted some content on relatives doing some shitty shit. Well, I got a long list, but I'm going to give y'all one. So I have a cousin, let's call her Emily. Her mother spoiled the hell out of her. She goes out whenever she wants. If she wanted something, she gets it. Anyways, I guess her mother decided to put her foot down and tell her no and ground her. Well, big mistake. Emily decided to say fuck that and stabbed her mother in the eye. Her mother, being dumb, instead of getting her into a medical institution where she belongs, she just stopped reprimanding her and let her do what she wants now. Emily now has a kid of her own, and I hope she does better, maybe. You know the joke that's like, what do you tell a woman with a black eye?
2 black eyes.
2 black eyes.
Nothing, you already told her twice.
Right. That is like along that joke. Because she just like stabs her in the eye. What do you tell a woman that's been stabbed in the eye? Maybe don't reprimand your daughter. Maybe, because I mean, at this point, she seems like she would be kind of older in that story, probably like a teenager. I think there's been a lot of failing to get to that. Once you get stabbed in the eye by your child maliciously, yeah. I think that you have done a pretty bad job coming up. And I think the only actual option there is to just maybe,
press charges.
Yeah, just go out and do whatever you want. Baby girl, just fly free. I've already fucked up your whole life. So now is not the time to change.
There's definitely parenting involved, but there's definitely, which friends do you let her surround herself with? What's she doing at school? Like there's a lot to it that, parenting can do, but then there's also the influences outside of that. So if she's got the shittiest group of friends, then.
So I want to tell you something too. I was just like, I was on Apple Podcast, not Spotify. I was on Apple Podcast because my wife has the Apple Music and stuff like that. So also, I guess she doesn't get ads. I don't know why. She better not be paying for it.
She's paying for it.
So we're too poor to pay for Apple Music. But
you have YouTube.
I'm looking at oh no, I did it because I tried to look at the charts and just like look at all the episodes on the charts and stuff like that, just to kind of see how people you formatted their podcast and did a whole bunch of shit. And we're like, let's not talk about politics. Every fucking podcast I clicked onto within a minute. And I was like, well, fuck. I guess it needs to be Mike and Dylan Love Politics because that's literally besides, it was like 2 hot takes. Not Bert Kushner. Tom Segura, his little thing was not political. Theo Vaughn started off. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like how? Because we're just like, maybe everybody should get along. People are like, fuck, God damn it, stop talking about politics. I wanna be.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Right, yeah.
You gotta pick a team at least.
Yeah, and we're just like, everybody come together and sing Kumbaya. And it's like, no. So I guess if we say shit, we gotta say like fucking crazy shit. I do want to point out right now that during 2020, and I guess this is revenge, because both sides like getting revenge out on each other. A lot of people lost their jobs and a lot of shows got canceled because of the left, and now a lot of shows are getting canceled because of the right.
None of them believe in censorship until it's
listen. If you don't learn from history, it repeats itself. Okay, in 2020, a guy died, a guy was murdered, and then anybody who talks shit about that guy lost their platform. 2025, a guy is murdered. Anybody who talks shit about them loses their platform. It's crazy because we talk about the flipping of political sides, and literally you see now how history is exactly repeating itself, but now the other side is like
a very short circuit repeat too.
Right, just not even, there wasn't even time. We didn't even have time. We're about to be cycled, man. We're about to be cycled. It's just going to be a cycle of this event happens, this happens, and then it's just going to flip and we're going to do it all over again.
Yeah, and it's always, this is not fair when it's against you. And then the next time that it's against somebody else, you're like, this is what we need to do.
Man, look, guys, I really hope we do get to a point in this country where, everybody gets, y'all gay, man. Look, I'm sorry. You listening, you might not be, but y'all are just the lamest fucks I have. Just looking at any political post, and I'm just like, this is a grown person that revolves their life around this. Fuck us. Fuck us, because we don't get into the dumb shit that fucking gets clicks on goddamn, we're talking about stories and shit and fun stuff. And, well, I mean, not fun stuff. God, the fucking next episode, 2 Days Judging Baddies will fucking, that's just a dreary fucking hour that we put you through. But yeah, man, it's like, what I'm saying is, I think it would be good if you picked a side and I picked a side, so that way kind of both people get what they want, and we just argue constantly. We make an incoherent podcast, and then we could just do it like that. I think that would be a cool little way to sell out,
I don't want to pick a side.
But no, we got to get we got to build up, bro. You know how much money the top podcasts are making? And
tens of dollars.
The only thing that sucks, though, is if we get sponsors for the podcast, which, I mean, we already have a sponsor that we're talking to. If we get sponsors for the podcast, they do kind of control what you can and can't say. Like, then you're at the mercy of the sponsors.
Well, it depends on the sponsor. Like, the sponsor that has reached out to us, they are us. They are open to just us being us.
They're us, yeah. So, and that's what's the beautiful thing too, is because, we read so many things from people comment about the podcast and shit like that. And it's like, fuck, this is our people. These are our people. And this is our land.
The fun part is we just get in trouble for the little things. But like, for the most part, everybody else comes in and is like, shut up. Like,
right.
They're just talking shit. Just don't take it too seriously.
Being goofy goobers. Yeah, oh yeah. I can't imagine new people getting on the podcast and listening to this podcast. And they're just like, are these guys arguing about birth control?
Birth control?
Yeah, birth control. And it's like, well, listen, Mike is the thing is you watch a lot of other podcasts. They have what you call resources.
Research too.
Not research. They just have resources where they have like a laptop in front of them, or they got somebody that like controls the information. If me and Dylan is wrong about something, i.e. truncate, you just got to double down and sound like an ass. You do have to double down and sound like an ass. So it does.
I know it doesn't.
I also question the people that fucking host shows together, because you're my goddamn brother. I'll argue with you in a heartbeat. Like we can.
Oh yeah, we've proven that.
You fucking bitch. Like we can fucking yell right now. I'm down.
We were just
Stupid
arguing
fucking
outside.
beard. Yes. Yeah. Right. And I tried to jerk paper from under your.
Mike was wanting to start a whole nother YouTube for a new concept that he has, and I was like, let's just add it to the podcast platform. And he's like,
let's just give him a rundown of ideas right now. You know, they don't really. I like Mike and Dylan. I love reading but I take our time again, because I do like to give like updates and stuff like that. So some of the ideas that have been passed around this week. If you don't know, you know, Labor Llama is kind of like the number one. That's our baby. And we've really figured out a good content cycle around that. We're doing lives and stuff on, you know, TikTok, because they have the TikTok shop. So it's a cool little thing where you can like, you know, sell stuff and do shit like that. So then also Twitch. We're talking about, you know, and this is probably going to be like a solo mic thing. Dylan has a lot more stuff going on. He has a lot more like, you know, businesses. Wife has a business. It's just a lot of stuff. Well, there'll be episodes where Dylan's there, of course. But yeah, I just wanted to do it because I do enjoy playing video games. It's probably going to be Magic the Gathering kind of, what do you call it? Centered.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering centered.
Mike's going to go live and play games on Twitch. And so,
what do you think we do? Do you think we make a Labor Llama Twitch for that? There's literally going to be Labor Llama behind me.
Yeah. But I feel like really this was one of the issues that we faced when you were Felonious Falafel back in the day, like when we first started talking, and then you were trying to like do like, you know, acting and different things like that, and then you switched to being Michael Wright. And it's one of those things where yes, we could do Labor Llama, but also like there is just the Mike and Dylan brand of like Two Daddies Judging Baddies is a subsidiary of Mike and Dylan. Like, so the thing is, you know, putting it as Labor Llama then makes it a different thing. Like, whereas like I think just doing, you know, a Mike and Dylan live streams offshoot.
Well, it's not going to be Mike and Dylan. Like, it's not going to be the podcast related.
Yeah. But like, I mean, it's keeping things in the same universe rather than like moving it outside of things. But so that's one thing. But then Mike was talking about doing like the other side reads, and, you know, I
think we are, because that is a really good idea. So my idea is for, especially YouTube is a great place to get podcast viewers. It's probably the second best place outside of actually advertising on podcast sites. And so my idea was that, you know, we start a YouTube where we do the read and then we do the other side, because when we did the other side on Two Daddies Judging Baddies, it just came off YouTube-esque, and I didn't like that. I like the podcast to be not free flowing. That's why we don't read a lot of the stories. That's why a lot of the submissions we get, we're not fucking reading those things, because it's our taking it in. I feel like a podcast is the one thing you don't have to script anything for. You can just come in guns a-blazing, and it's fucking fun. And it's a good time to have, and it's therapeutic for us to talk about shit.
But Mike was talking about reading the stories yet again and then giving the other side, and like I pointed out, or at least my viewpoint of it is like it doesn't really make sense to double the amount of times that you've reacted to the same story and then read the other side in the attempt to try and get more people interested in the podcast. So my thought process is you have the original story still living in the podcast, and then you just reference back to that, and then Mike does an other side version of it, which is a, you know, solo or like his own read of that. And so then that's a different piece of content, and rather than make a new channel around it, like we just vertically integrate it into the current YouTube channel that we have,
which I mean is a pretty good idea. That is a pretty good idea. So when you do things like this, it's just a lot of trial and error to see what kind of works. There is a lot of, you do need to be like consistent in what you do and like keep plugging away at it. But some things can be like it not work. And then unfortunately, you're not going to know until you fucking do it a couple times. So we do have a lot of things on the table. With Mike and Dylan Love podcast, politics. Yeah, that's on the table now too.
That's not.
It's on the table.
Nope.
Look, I'm not saying anything's going to happen with it. It's on. I can put anything on the table, dog. The table is between us. I can set whatever I want to on the table.
Mike puts like 40 new ideas on the table, like weekly at least.
Another thing me and Dylan has done, and look, man, listen, I just need one of you guys, like you listening right now. If you're like, fuck, I am so loaded. I got so much cheddar, it's not even funny. I'm Bill Gates' son. For some reason, I listen to this podcast. Slide us like $1 million. So what me and Dylan have been doing in preparation for the 48-hour
film project
is we have Claude, our very lovely AI assistant.
Mike's dad.
Yeah, my father. He literally fucking, if I got to fix a wash machine, he's like, here's the step-by-step instructions, son. I will guide your hand. And what's so funny is like, if something's like real dangerous, you're like, Claude, I have no other way of doing it. And he's like, fuck, unplug the electricity first. Let's get into this. All right. Let's shut some breakers off and we can try.
But yeah, I took all the documents for 48 Hour Film Festival and had it create its own little randomizer to basically give us a new 48-hour film concept. So the two different genres that it could be in, you can either do a singular genre or double them up together, and then a prop that needs to appear, a line that needs to be said, and then a character that has to be in there.
Holy shit. You know how fun that would be to do some of those on the podcast and come up with like stories and shit and like
just workshop through them.
Fucking ideas. Yeah, guys, let us know if you would like that. I mean, fuck that shit. We would like that. So why would you not?
Yeah, I just think ultimately that is a good place for us to be able to do the YouTube on what was the normal Felonious Falafel YouTube. So
listen, the submission about I said it earlier in the video, but the next episode is going to be, Dylan's going to print off a list of prompts. All right. And then we're going to sit here and go through the ideas, flesh them out, because we do that as practice anyways, but it'd be so fun to do it on the fucking podcast because why not? Fucking why not? We do it anyways to get better. I think an episode just doing it and shooting the shit and being funny, I think that's really, really
maybe that's
funny.
The bonus episode for this week.
I don't want to do that for the bonus episode.
The bonus episodes are where we get to just free flow and have fun. So
motherfucker, every episode is the episode where we free flow.
No, we have advice that we're supposed to be talking on.
We're gonna get through all the that, but that's what I'm saying. Like when we do get a lot of advice, but I'm saying episodes where we ain't got advice, just fucking shoot the shit and remind y'all to give some advice.
You remember when we talk about doing the bonus and you're like, oh god, it's so easy with two daddies judging baddies. It's so hard with Mike and Dylan. Hey, that's a perfect thing for
oh my god, that is a perfect thing
for bonuses.
Jesus Christ. And we just shoot the shit and fucking come up with goddamn movie ideas and little short ideas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck. I can mouth kiss this motherfucker.
Good bonus episodes.
Listen, if you never look at your boy and you're like, man, I could suck his dick right now. Is that even your boy?
I've never had a boy then.
All right. So the next one, it says, who the hell is Claw? Howdy, boys. It's, fuck yeah, Claw update.
Yeah.
Claw update.
Claw.
Let's go.
It's the Claw.
Fuck yeah, Claw. Out here fucking pirating, sailing the seven seas, boy.
I'm just glad that they gave us the update.
Claw is always going to be a pirate. Just a wondrous pirate, just fucking sailing the seas, looting, stabbing, bludgeoning people.
Me and Mike actually.
But overall, you know what I'm saying? You're a young pirate. You just been cast out of you. You didn't even have a family. You were an orphan. I feel like Claw would really take you under her wing, like show that compassion, because that's, she shows violence to the people who are like rich and unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like Claw is a bad person per se, but has a lot of redeeming qualities. An anti-hero, if you will.
So
that's my Claw.
Earlier this week, Mike and I were pirates out on a boat, trying to fish for catfish, and Mike reeled in a huge one. It was actually some tackle that was stuck around a little stick.
So the tackle, and then when I was pulling up the anchor, our friend has a boat, and it's so cool to have a friend with a boat. But I'm pulling up the anchor, and literally there's a whole tree connected to it. I was like, I don't know, Dylan, I think I'm weak, and then fucking we pull it out of the water, and out sticks this ginormous fucking log,
soaked like down at the bottom. Like it was not a floating log; it was a log that was down at the bottom.
It was,
like 12
and
feet of water.
I actually drank alcohol.
Sex on the beach.
You guys know I'm not a big fan of alcohol, but Bro, it was a sex on a beach. It was 10% alcohol. And listen, I got lit, bro. Like I was feeling it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I was feeling it. I was so happy and joyous. And I was like, oh, I see how people can become alcoholics.
Yeah, no.
All right. So, fuck, what if the bonus episode was us drinking some beers? Listen, we drink a couple beers. We do the fucking movie prompts.
And then get canceled.
You wouldn't get canceled? Well, he's black, so, he's got a big old wiener. It's like, Michael, shut the fuck up.
I've heard you workshop ideas, and so I know
You
how far they can go.
control if it goes up or not.
Nope, if we record it, it goes in.
It just is there. All right. So, howdy, boys. It's Billy, 25. Once again, to answer a question you guys asked me, why my wife's pseudonym, Claw, 26 female. Her real name is a synonym to Claw. Hook? Rapier?
Claw.
Like what?
I don't know.
Wolverine blades? Look, listen, Billy, I hope you and your beautiful wife, Wolverine blades, Wolverine hand knives are just having a, what? Claw, what is there?
He's going
Does
to keep
Claw have
going.
other meanings?
He's going to keep going.
Oh, he is going to keep going. And it only felt right since I'm married to a badass, not tying, southern cooking, firefighting, good looking woman. I told you, bro. Claw's out there getting shit done. God.
He's a firefighter?
Yeah.
Nice.
And ties knots, pirate. Also, an update on what the hell is Billy 25 Mel to do. I decided to go back to school for my CPA license because my company offers a rebate for it. I'd be licensed in Tennessee though, so I'd have to look up the rules you need if you needed a CPA.
So, isn't he the one that's snipped and doesn't have kids and has his life all together and wants to adopt some 30-something podcasters?
I don't think this is him.
That wasn't him?
No. Claw. What the fuck happened? This is why I think when we get updates, we need to be organized.
We need to go back and research.
Yeah, we need to we need to categorize stuff because people would like update and then we need to be able to find that update. Lastly, you mentioned that Firefighter support truck running lights through town just to turn them off and go down the side of the road. There's a chance he's just a fuck that the upper echelon needs to be aware of, but more likely scenarios that is on his way to a call and I got canceled via dispatch. I call it blue balled when my wife gets canceled on the way to a medical call. Anyways, hope y'all are doing well outside the pod. Godspeed, gentlemen.
Gracias.
Look
Thank
at that.
you.
I hope y'all are doing well outside of the pod. That's beautiful. Fuck. What is Claw and Billy? Because I remember Claw, obviously. How could you not remember badass pirate fighter? Like you're going to remember that.
Let's see if I can pull it up through my emails.
Pull it up.
You keep the people entertained.
I keep the people entertained. Fuck, I'm good at that. I do these the little lives on TikTok. I have to like nonstop talk. The fucking problem is I do the lives to like sell and promote Labor Llama. But everybody comes in there and they start like joking around. So then I start joking around and then people are entering the lives and I'm just like, and yeah, my fucking balls, they dangle so weird. I just like to stick my middle finger through my nutsack and act like my testicles are walking. And people are like, what a time to come into a live. So I am really good at keeping people, entertained. I think a cool thing that you guys, well, they don't get the saved version of what they send.
Do they not?
No. Listen, it'll be all right, Dylan.
I can keep looking while you're talking.
We digress and we continue. Well, I'm going into another story, and I don't want their story to be overshadowed by Claw.
Claw was a pretty good one.
Oh, here we go. This is from our number one
so
goodest boy that we love, Ricky from Oklahoma.
Originally, Claw came into the picture, I believe, when it was talking about the mother-in-law or the mother that kept or wanted the security deposit after she said she didn't want it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that was they moved out of the house, or mom moved out of the house, got a different place, but then didn't pay any of the rent for the lease and then wanted the...
Yeah. So I was right on all the details being in line. I think it is a different person, though. There is another Billy that is a 25-year-old male with all of his boxes checked. He is the one that is...
Fuck, Billy Inception. What if we just
two
create...
Billies.
We need all the Billy. We need more Billies. We need to go looking for Billies.
No, we just need that one Billy to adopt some podcasters.
Right, he's like, I have nothing. He's like, I have no happiness in my life.
Yeah, no hobbies or
fucking
anything.
Charity. Like, what are you talking about? Orphans. I ain't got a dad. I'm out here looking for a dad. Shit, maybe even a mommy.
25-year-old male that adopts a 2?
Yeah,
32?
but you are as old as you act, and if that's the case, I am a child. So this one comes from Ricky from Oklahoma. Everybody loves him. We did have to get on to Ricky. We are pretty sure he is Pickle Rick, because in the Reddit.
No, we know that he is.
We know that he. Okay, so there is that, and this is a good time to be able to talk about it, because in text, like, it's not easy to address that. But in the Reddit, the MADHD Reddit, like, I like to, people are there, they're excited to like comment and respond and stuff like that. I just have to look past like 19 Ricky memes, and I'm a man who enjoys memes and the occasional titty pic. You never put those in there, but to each their own. But it was just like, there were so many that I would be missing like shit that people said, where in the beginning I was really good at keeping up with everything. Everything changed. It wasn't just Pickle Rick. There were a lot of Lost My Taco was doing it too. Only a couple though, not at the extent that, Ricky was doing it, but there was various people doing it, and it made it harder. And I think it gets away from the spirit of the subreddit.
Yeah.
Of the subreddit,
well, the subreddit is based around the podcasts, 2 of them, and so really it was meant for people to like kind of commune. And we have like a community there, and I also submit stories and ask.
Maybe we could do a thing where we can do like image comments and stuff, because that's fine.
All I just want to say is I really appreciate Ricky. Like, out of everybody,
every day
he has called and submitted voicemails, and we listen to all of them. We don't put them on.
Ricky, Steven, Emily, I'm talking about, like, these are...
Well, and Big Red and Lost My Taco and
Lost
like
My
all
Taco,
these,
yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of Bryce I've seen a bunch of times. There's a bunch of people that show up on a regular basis, and in the Reddit, it just got flooded with memes, and like, I do love memes too, and I kind of wish that we could just say like, hey, keep it to a minimum, like once a week. If you want to post a funny meme that you found, that's cool. There is a lot of good jokes that he had in there that were memes.
Great memes, yeah.
But it does get to the point where it just becomes a meme page, and that's really not our end goal for it. We want you guys to come in and talk and, have conversations about the episodes, or submit stories, ask for advice, different things like that. And so
ask questions too, because I'm always on Reddit too. So just to be able to have that community is very valuable. Ricky, we absolutely do love you though.
Yeah, Mike wanted to kind of announce that, hey, we shouldn't be posting a bunch of memes, and he did it in a funny way. Hopefully,
Ricky ain't said nothing, so that's why.
Ricky is a hardcore dude. Like, I mean, he is not a soft dude. So
I don't think his feelings are hurt. But I just look. This is how much like we respect people who fucking like fuck with the podcast though, and that we love you, Ricky.
Yeah.
So you look 100%. On the podcast before his submission got read, we told Ricky how much we loved him. All right, so hey there, Mike and Dylan. Hey there, Mike and Dylan. I can hear it, can't you? Just writing in something fucked up a family member did.
The funny thing is, whenever he calls in, I can see the transcription of it, and it's always like, hey, condolences, or it's always something different, because it sucks at transcribing. And so I like reading it and then listening to his thing, because it's so incoherent. But then once he's talking, which we still do have that one, the one where he took his kid to the Special Olympics, and we need to play that voicemail.
We do need to play that. What do you have it with you?
I have it technically. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So after that.
Or do you think we should chop it up?
No, I chop it up post.
Oh, chop it up post. Okay. So we're gonna read Ricky's submission, and then we're gonna play you the Special Olympics thing. It's a really good fucking story. So like I said, like if we get the voice submissions, we might not post every single one of them, but we do the ones that are really good. Ricky just does a fuck ton too. Look, very passionate. We love you. Thank you for fucking watching us and believing in us and seeing something that, God damn it, we don't see. All right, so just writing in with something fucked up my family did. Well, the member that did something fucked up was me. I've taken responsibility for it and accepted the consequences of my actions. This is a Ricky story. I made a strained relationship even more strained. This happened back in 2006. I would have been 26 at the time. Fuck! Ricky old.
45.
Whoo! Ricky's up there. My brother would have been 21. He got married and I didn't attend the wedding. That's not the fucked up thing. If I had gone to the wedding, I probably would have beaten his ass. He's a fucking keyboard warrior. That's another story. Look, he just throws shit in there and you're like, no, elaborate. Like, what's going on? Why are you going to beat him up? Anyways, he and his wife split and divorced after only being married for 3 months. I had a civil relationship with his ex. Oh, Ricky. I was in my home in Norman, Oklahoma, jacking off as one does when alone, horny and no partner to have sex with. Ricky, no. As I am pleasuring myself, I receive a text from my brother's ex-wife. This is going where I'm going, where I think it's going. You can probably see where this is going. That's the next line. That's so good. She asks what I'm doing. I tell her exactly what I'm doing. She asks for a picture. I say no, and then she says she dares me. Oh. Well, you have to do it now. Yeah, fuck. She dared you. Like, you can't be a bitch about it.
Down from a dare.
Especially if it's like a double dog. So I sent her a picture. She then asked to come over. Me being a horny guy, I said yes. We ended up fucking and agreed to never talk about it to anyone. Insert Ray William Johnson's voice. That was going good until this bitch gets mad at my brother and decides to tell him what happened and who it happened with. Not only that, she told him that I was bigger and better than him. So that's one of the most fucked up things in my life I have done. I regret what I did to my brother's already rocky relationship. Yes, I know it was an asshole move. I'm steadily working on mending my relationship with him. That's fucked, Ricky. That's fucked. That's fucked, dog. Look. You've listened to this podcast, so you knew what was going to happen when we read that goddamn story. I understand you in the middle of jacking your dick too, so it's like peak horniness. And then she hit you up. Maybe it was a blessing for your brother. I'm trying to look at the bright side.
Well, they weren't together. They split.
But that's still fucked. Like,
yeah, no, it's fucked. But like they weren't. Like technically, nothing happened. Like nobody cheated on anybody. He didn't like go fuck his brother's current wife.
Yeah. I just say it's just kind of like a meh.
You shouldn't fuck.
Yeah, you
your
shouldn't
brother's
do it.
ex-wife.
But it's not like to your brother. Oh yeah, you probably ripped out his heart with that one. Or Ricky, that might be why Ricky hasn't responded to the post on Reddit because he got murdered by his brother.
Or he's in jail for getting in a fight with him.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, are we doing the?
Yeah, we're gonna play his Special Olympic story.
This is a minute 30.
This is Ricky from Oklahoma's Special Olympic story. Enjoy.
I'm currently listening to the new episode of MADHD. You guys are talking about saying the word retard. I got a pretty funny story about that. So my son, he's in Special Olympics, right? So here in Oklahoma, the state Special Olympics are held in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State Cowboys. Go Pokes. Anyway, but that's the point. So we go up there and we have to register. So I'm up there trying to, scan the QR code. This was a couple years back, trying to scan the QR code and it's not working. And so I tried a couple of times and the lady tried, it's not working. So I tried again, whatever. We're going kind of back and forth trying it. And finally I'm getting frustrated. So me being, me, I'm sitting there and I'm like, God damn, this thing is being fucking retarded. And I look at her and I go, I'm so sorry. She goes, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Special Olympics.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
And she says, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is kind of being retarded.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. At a Special Olympics event, I pretty much yelled the word retard. So it made me feel good about myself that day. Thank God there was no other people around us to hear that. So anyway, such is life to hear that. All right. Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you, Ricky. Bye.
You know, the craziest thing is and I don't know why it annoys me, but it just does. But like that, the same way that he says, like, love you guys, bye, is the same way that you always say bye to your wife.
Bye.
Yeah, you're always like, love you, bye. And it was like the exact same way.
That's what fucks me up though. That we
He's
do
like
have this same exact one.
He's like a replica of
Bro, I
you.
bet he's my Wario. Or I'm his Wario.
No,
Have I seen? I don't know if I've seen a picture of
I
Ricky
don't
yet.
think I have either.
Ricky sent us a picture, not a dick picture of you jacking off, but just like a regular Ricky picture.
Yeah, don't dare him.
Maybe he's like
He
my
will.
brother. Maybe I got brothers in Louisiana, California, New Mexico, and North Carolina. So
But yeah, the first time that I heard him say that, I was like, that is crazy that he signs off exactly the way that you sign off every time you get off the phone.
That is wild. That's fucking wild. That's mind-boggling. We love Ricky. So Ricky, I am a man who enjoys the word retarded. It really rolls off the tongue. What a great word. A great word. Just, it's a very versatile
some
word.
would say the best word.
Yeah, so some would say the best word. You can use it in any situation. I can't do a Trump impression, but the fact that the funny thing is I've never looked at somebody with like a mental disability and was like, retard. I've seen someone who cut me off in traffic, retard. I've seen, someone being stupid, retard. Like, it's never been used in that. Am I pocketing that word at the Special Olympics? Absolutely. We're going to holster that, okay? And we're going to keep it, and we're going to take off the holster with the word in it and leave it in the car. Yep, we're going to put it in the glove compartment. We're not even going to take that word with us. I'm going to pocket that word. I'm also Mike, so it's like fucking Thor's hammer, and that holster just comes and fucking slaps back onto my side, and I'm just like, nah, retard.
I saw some people on Reddit fighting over using that as a slur, and like there's a couple people in there that were mentally handicapped, and they said that it was extremely offensive, but then there was a whole slew of people that are like, I know they're not talking about me. Like, they're using it as a derogatory. It's like, if you call somebody a motherfucker, it's not that they're fucking mothers, it's that they're like, and so like they can differentiate, and they're like, the people that say, call me a retard, yes, that is offensive to physically call me that if I'm mentally handicapped. However, like, them using it in general terms, and like I guess it's to each their own. The one thing that I really took away from it, though, and it's the best way, is like nobody can adjust your feelings. Like, if you take offense to it, you're just offended. That's fine.
Just
like,
soft.
it's okay.
You're just mushy.
Well, no, it's okay for people to be offended, but like, you can't then tell that person they can't say the offensive thing. Like, you can be offended by whatever.
Now you can. You can fucking you can take away their jobs now. It's happening again.
Well,
Jesus
yeah,
fucking
that's
Christ.
what I'm saying, though, is like, your feelings aren't actually, like, nobody can affect how you feel about things.
I think people only care about the First Amendment when it benefits them. That's what sucks. My fucking pocket is getting blown up right now by, bro. Whoa. Oh. It was something from the Ricky, maybe it was Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky, for two good submissions there.
Yeah, send us that picture. We're not going to talk about it on the podcast. I just want to see it. Like, is
that your brother?
Is that my brother? Yeah. It could be, once again.
Well, egg theory, you are Ricky.
I am everybody.
Those are old ones. Those are they not?
No, they're not. They're the ones I haven't read.
You wrote the LL on there?
Yeah, that's so when I get to like these stories, okay. I do the labor llama insert, but I did it earlier in the podcast, so I don't have to do it.
So but you don't have to tell them about that. Using the code MADHD gets them 10% off.
I already did that, yeah. Okay. That's why I put the LL there. So it reminds me when I get there to be like, oh, hey, say something about your and Dylan's fucking blue collar clothing brand for fucking hardworking dudes. So.
Where we got the cool new shirts and everything. The cool
yeah, we got stickers next week coming. Or well, actually, technically it'll be this week. Because
it'll probably be next week by the time we get them up and live.
Coming soon to a theater near you. All right, so this title says The Sharon Story. Good morrow, Mike and Dylan. I don't like that.
I do.
I don't like it. I know you do. Because that's like a Gen X thing to say. Good morrow.
No, it's just like a piratey thing.
Arg.
Yeah, you got to say it with the right emphasis.
Why is the pirate alphabet longer than the original alphabet?
I don't know why, Mike.
Because there be 7 C's. Arg. I love a good corny fucking joke. Send me good corny jokes, guys. Viewer submission, corny jokes. I'll read it.
What are pirates' favorite movies?
Yep. So now we got embarrassing moments, and then the
corny jokes.
Just corny punny jokes. Just the funniest fucking little jokes you got. We'll read them. We'll read them on here. I don't give a fuck. Be real funny. I got a really good embarrassing story if we get enough of the embarrassing story submissions where we can create an embarrassing episode. All right, so I have a story about a neighbor and a couple houses down. Stories about her are circulating the neighborhood, and I want y'all's opinions on it. Sharon, an older female who lives alone, we all live in a new constructed neighborhood which only has about 50 houses. She's in the middle of the neighborhood, and on her lawn has 4 signs that say, "No dogs here, no dog poop here." But I can poop there.
Yeah, we figured that out because me and Mike were walking actually to go fishing, and while we were walking through the like uptown neighborhood area, there was one that said like no dogs poop and pee, and like Mike's like, oh man, I was just about to poop there. I was like, they didn't say you couldn't.
Right, yeah. There is no sign that says humans cannot poop here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a shit. She got into a shouting match last week with my next door neighbor who was walking her dog, and her dog was deciding to go in Sharon's yard. My neighbor pulled the dog away, saying, no, don't go into that yard. That crazy lady lives there. Somehow Sharon heard this and stormed out and started cussing out my neighbor. She was saying, fuck off, don't come near my yard again, and other cusses. Well, that's because she's crazy and she was standing by the fucking window. Listening, yeah. That was the first occasion of Sharon's crazy behavior. The next day, this happened. A couple named the Browns went out of town on vacation. They accidentally left their fridge cracked open, and it was making that beeping sound. They have an indoor camera to monitor their cats and heard it on there. They messaged Sharon to ask if she can go over. They'll open the door lock remotely, and she can close the things. This was Sharon's exact response a couple of days later. I was actually contacted after because Sharon didn't respond to them and went over and closed it. It took like 15 seconds. Here's the message. Oh, this is the one. Okay, cool. Dear Paul, I need to leave you this official Jesus fucking Christ. I just wish I could read like a normal person. Okay. God. Dear Paul, I just need to leave you this official message last Sunday. I was resting and I woke up and I saw your message pretty much. I just kind of responded casually because I had just woken up, but I want to give you an official notification. Please try not to text my phone casually. Please also do not address me as hey. I find that to be awfully disrespectful and low class and uneducated. God, the first person that brings up the word uneducated is the dumbest fucking person in the room. God damn it. I am not your friend. I am your neighbor, and the least you can do is say ma'am or miss or something to that effect. It's respectful. If you leave your refrigerator open, that is not my problem, and therefore you should return home to have your wife or have your wife return home like any decent person would have and should. You don't disturb someone's peace like they are your maid or slave. Further, not even furthermore, fucking you some uneducated bitch. Further, you are someone that is married and therefore you have a spouse that you should be trying to help each other. I don't have time for simply minded conversations nor complacent emotions. I am very, very, very busy. I have a lot on my plate and therefore I keep my head very low, as you might or might not have noticed. So please do me a favor and only contact me if there's an emergency in our community, or if for some reason you have an emergency in your family and there's absolutely no one available, including 911. Now, she was standing at the fucking blinds listening to a dog walk past your yard. You were not busy, bitch. Thank you, and may God bless you and your family. That's the exact type of person that
God bless you.
God bless you. Yep. P.S. I will not receive a response as there is no need to respond. Just kindly adhere to my boundaries. I know that was a lot, but what do y'all think about the Sharon situation? I personally never had contact. Thank y'all for everything. I was Patreon number 8 and always will support. Hashtag keep pounding Kyle. Look. This obviously will come out after the Falcons game, but I have never fucking wavered on Bryce Young. He said keep pounding. That's the mantra of the Carolina Panthers. I've never wavered on him. Look, he did have a chance to win the game. 2 minutes left. He did have a chance to win the game. He was gifted 3 first downs, could not complete a pass. Before then, he was like, I don't know, like 36 for 55, 60% completion rate, 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He did fumble earlier in the game, but fuck. The O-line sucks ass, okay? I'm not going to say names because you don't understand. You don't know any of the people if I'd say the name. Center.
There's a whole story that he read. And
the center. Oh, I'm going to get onto that. Wait a second. The center kept snapping the ball high. Xavier Legette, we drafted him first round last year. Bro cannot catch a fucking football. Last week against the Jaguars, he caught the football and literally like long leaped out of bounds, like wide stride out of bounds. Have you seen like a wide receiver catch a pass on the sideline and they fucking have their feet dragging?
2-toe touch.
Yeah. Bro just like with legs wide open, no fucking sense of where he's at, just catches the ball like that. So it's an incompletion. So I think a lot of people are letting Bryce down right now. Canales is not getting the play calls fast enough for them to, for Bryce to accurately fucking assess a defense. So I do think as the year goes on, you got a lot of new guys, you got a lot of young guys. the organization was in turmoil before Canales came. I do think as the season goes on, just like last year, they're going to get a rhythm. They're going to start winning football games. There's a lot of hope for Carolina. Once again, this is before. I have seen the game against the Falcons at home. I do think we're going to win this game. Sharon, crazy bitch. Like what I saw keep pounding. Sharon's obviously a crazy bitch. What a fucking just ass wipe of a message to send somebody. Like, I am sorry. I am this. You will refer to me as miss or ma'am. My next text back would be like, all right, look here, bitch. Slut. Cunt. Women have a lot of good fucking words to use against them. But for guys, it's just, I don't know, cuck. That's really it. I think I call guys cunts way more than I call women cunts.
I don't really ever call anybody cunts. I just use the word fluently.
Cunt is just one that you can bring out. That's really a good, like, fucking little liver shot. When
I don't really have that many fights with people that I have to.
No, I mean, we read stories of shitty people, so I'll be like, oh, that person.
I would call this table a cunt, most likely, if it was.
You fucking bang your shin on one of those trundle bed drawers. I do all the time.
It's mostly objects that I don't have a very aggressive.
Let me tell you about this.
Discussions, but like in my thoughts on this is like I know for a fact Jesus would not have went over there and shut that refrigerator door either. So like I mean she rides with Jesus, and Jesus was like, do for yourself because you have to do for yourself. We had this conversation in the episode of Two Daddies Judging Baddies, and I hate terrible people bringing up Jesus. I'm doing this. I'm saying this because of Jesus. And then it's like they're pawning off their shittiness on Jesus. It's like, yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Jesus. From all accounts in the Bible, he's a good stand-up fucking dude. You, on the other hand, the person I'm having this argument with, is a cockstain. You're a terrible fucking person. Well, that's like when the guys harassed me at the corner with their, like abortion is murder and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, do you want to talk about Jesus? And while I was walking away and everything, I was just thinking, I was like, didn't Jesus tell you guys to like give up all your worldly possessions and, go proselytize for him? But like you guys are out here live streaming your little fucking protest out here that you do multiple days a week. And you're out here harassing people and like, you act like you're trying to bring them to Jesus, but you're just really being a dick out there.
Should I dress up like Tony the Roofer and then walk by and say, hey, brother, you want to talk about this? Stream. Huh?
You'd get on their live stream. They got like a little, I think it's like a Insta 360 or something that they're out there live streaming.
And they're live streaming it?
I believe so.
What do you guys think? Because I will do it. I'll dress up like Tony the Roofer, and I'm just going to go up there and just be like, you motherfuckers. Like, I'm not going to say nothing unless they say something to me, which they probably wouldn't.
My whole thing is like they're supposed to.
We've had one altercation a couple months ago. I forgot what the fuck was said or something. It was just like kind of like a passerby type thing. But
the thing is, though, is like they're not living the values that they're proselytizing. Like you're not supposed to judge. You're not supposed to you're supposed to just like get people to love Jesus, not be like you're going to hell.
You must have a rapist baby.
Yeah, and like. The
God
person be without sin
sent that man to rape you to have that baby. Look, whoa, brother. Okay, look, I guarantee you, it's like sitting next to like John in the Bible, and this fucking he hears a guy say, he's like, brother, whoa, what, what?
Well, and what is it? It's thou without sin cast the first stone. Like
he who without sin shall cast the first stone.
Well, yeah, they don't include women in the Bible, but
women are not allowed to preach the word of God. They shouldn't preach the word of God. They should be subservient to their man and not try to teach also. They should not teach or preach the word of God.
They're doing exactly the antithesis of what they're supposed to be doing, but they're
while their wives are at work, by the way. While their wives are at work. They're up there fucking.
That's if they have wives. I don't know.
Oh, they do. Because their wives are at work while they can do their little live streaming our little fucking...
I just never see any women out protesting like abortion is murder. And I know that there are women that disagree with abortion, and that's fine. But like they're never the ones out there fucking harassing the general public walking by.
The funniest thing too is they'll be like, well, God, it's God's plan for you to have babies and shit like that. And bro, it's God's plan your dick don't work. So don't take Viagra.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Your dick don't work anymore. That's God telling you to stop.
Yeah.
It's over. Yeah. You can't get your wee up. That's it. Dog. Don't take no Viagra. So before we, God damn it. Look, Dylan, listen, this has been a great episode of Mike and Dylan Hate Drama. If you would like to submit a story, once again, your most embarrassing moment, or just some very funny puns, you can do that at mikeanddylan.com, MikeandDylan.com. Join us on the subreddit. Be a part of the community. Let's laugh and joke and have fun together. Dylan, you got anything?
Nope.
Nope. Then I guess we will see you next time.
Later.